Troopers and grinders. Hank the Tank is back. I took my weekend off. I'm still getting over, a little bit of coughing, a little bit of sneezing and whatnot, but I'm healthy. It's a good time for me. I'm back, and I wanted to discuss something that is very personal to me. At first, I thought it was strictly business, but next thing you know, it was personal, and that guy, Corleone, lied to me. Freaking what's his face? I know there's the Don Vito, but then there's the Michael. Michael lied to me, and he told me, Hank, you can't worry about stuff like this. It isn't personal. It's strictly business. You do not mess with the family business. And you know what another bond is that you don't mess with? You don't mess with the MECCA Alliance, my friends. That's right. You guys have probably no idea what Hank the Tank is talking about whatsoever, and usually that is the case. Usually even I don't even know what I'm talking about, but here, I gotta set the record straight. I gotta give some context, people. So, if you've been reading the messages of a Mr. Andrew, and not related to Andrew Buchesney, unfortunately, it would be really nice if it was, but this random anonymous Andrew fella that has been showing up in Hank the Tank's chat for the last I don't know, couple months off of Clown Show Live on Kick. That is where it is most likely Andrew was able to find my content because he found Hank the Tank in Clown Show's chat, and he's been in here ever since, folks. Whenever you spot one of Andrew's comments, it's usually either an emoji, a membership emoji, or it is concerning a certain event that has been taking place for the last 6 weeks. I'm talking, of course, about the MECCA, an MMA predictions tournament that your boy Hank the Tank has been involved in for the last, couple months. And I made it quite a ways, guys. I made a bit of progress. My predictions were honestly better than usual when it comes to the UFC. I was on form, okay? And I made it to the top 6 off of my good predictions alone, honestly. There could have been moments where I needed, a member of the alliance who was the Highlander. That means the guy with the most points out of everybody for Tapology UFC predictions. There were some times where I could have been bailed out by a member of my squad, but I didn't have to for a long time, guys. Up until close to the very end, penultimate day of eliminations. I'd been really doing very well on my own as a as a MECCA player, and unfortunately, guys, when the list of participants narrows down further and further and further and further until there's only 6 left, there really can't be much room for error. And unfortunately, Hank the Tank got quite a few predictions off when it came to method of victory. I am, of course, talking about UFC Rio Oliveira versus Gamrot. Yeah, he's that irrelevant. I couldn't remember his name for a couple seconds there. But even though I got 9 out of 12 fights correct, which actually isn't bad at all, it wasn't good enough, guys. I was 3rd place out of 6 of the participants left. And if there wasn't such thing as a Highlander or someone who makes the eliminations who has the most points, and it instead went with top 3 stay, I'd probably still be in the mix, guys. I'd still be playing. But unfortunately, it only came down to 2. Two would be completely safe from elimination, the top 2 scorers, and I was not among them. I came close, but no cigar. And the top 2 were, if you're familiar with this channel, you know him, you love him. It's Larry, CTM, was in 1st place, the Gold Highlander. And Uselyis was the Silver Highlander. I thought I didn't think it would be easy street to keep my spot, since aside from the top 2, there's only 1 spot left. So of those in the elimination pool, only one can be spared and allowed to go to the finale. I thought if it's not going to be me, maybe I'm going to be spared once. And that turned out to be the case. I actually no, I thought I'd be spared twice, honestly, because the two people in the top two for the MECCA were part of my alliance. It was part of me and Vinny's alliance. And look who's here. It's Vinny the Guinea in the mix. DJ Eddie, you are my ruler. Deadpool is a dead soul. I'm going to add good noodle in the mix. You are my baka. Oh, I miss him, man. I think we all miss Andrew B. The real ones know. The real ones know about that MMA YouTube legend. But in the mix. Hype it up, like it up, says Kobe Wiggle. Kobe! Good to see Kobe in the mix. But yeah, man. Both of, two members of me and Vinny's MECCA alliance, which we had formed since the start. Here's a little explanation of what happened, guys, since I'm already eliminated, and it doesn't really matter anyway. Charles Smith, also known as No Ceilings MMA, reached out to me on Instagram and asked if me and Vinny would like to partner up with him and form some sort of alliance. And I said, sure. We got strength in numbers. The more people working with us, the merrier. And eventually the number of alliance members expanded to be 5 or 6, which is a pretty impressive number. And what's also impressive is that we made it quite a long ways as an alliance. Like to the point where, let's see, out of the 6 remaining, how many were part of our alliance? Me, Larry, Uselyis, and there was one more. And Cam. 4 out of the 6 remaining in the tournament were members of our alliance. And that gave me a good feeling that maybe the top scorers could be part of our alliance. And that ended up being the case, guys. Best case scenario. And I just assumed, hey, members of my alliance are going to be loyal to it. When it comes down to a vote between a member of the alliance and a non-member for who gets eliminated, they're going to stay true to their pact and their word. And they're going to cut the non-alliance member. And then eventually the vote will come down to me and Cam. And at that point, it doesn't matter who. Like, I wouldn't have been offended if I got voted out over Cam. It makes sense. He's honestly, and I'm sorry to say this, Cam, if you're here, if you're listening in, Cam's the worst player. He just is. He gets less fights right. I usually end up just a little bit above him in the numbers for the events. In this case, I fucking blew him out of the water. But yeah, his average for picks is not very good. So I completely understand Uselyis wanting to choose Cam over me to go to the finale. It makes total sense. Him and Larry both. Like, keep the worst player so that you have a better chance of winning. Because they post worse numbers than you. It just makes sense. But do that when you have no choice but to vote for a member of the alliance. Then that would have come down to me and Cam. Instead, the vote came down to me and Logan J on Kick, who's a member of Clown Show's chat. It came down to me and Logan J, and a member of my alliance who's supposed to protect me at all costs when it comes to me against a non-alliance member. And Uselyis voted me out. Voted me out just like that. Oh, gee, I don't know if it was the right decision. Oh, wait, hold on. His brain juice is coming out. Oops. Oh, gee, I don't have anything left. Uselyis voted me out, even though he had no reason to. Like, if you wanted me gone, vote for Cam to stay over me. When it's important. You can get rid of me anyways. But do it when you have no choice. You can't just betray a member of your alliance. that made me pissed because what Larry CTM also kept, who did he keep alive? Who was it? He kept Logan alive. So is Logan doing something in these guys' private DMs or something? Is he messaging them or something? Why the fuck is he getting spared as a non-alliance member by members of our alliance? It makes no sense whatsoever. Stop protecting people that aren't in the alliance that's trying to push us to fucking victory and keep ourselves safe. Why are you betraying a group that you've been in for like 4 or 5 weeks? It makes no sense. So he kept a non-alliance member alive, did Larry. And then Uselyis was wise to protect Cam. But why at that point? Why at that point? Like, it makes no sense. You have an out. You have an out. This is a non-alliance member. Get rid of him. And then it'll be me and Cam, and then you can get rid of me. But instead, he chooses Logan over me. And thank God they made the right decision at the very end, and they voted for Logan J to get cut and kept Cam in. So it is good that all 3 members in the finale are part of the alliance, but why make enemies, Uselyis? Why? You could have gotten rid of me at the end and I wouldn't have been offended at all. But instead you voted for me over a non-alliance member, which is just, it makes no sense. You could have gotten rid of me later. Like, I'm not upset that, I didn't make it into the finale. I knew my days were probably numbered, especially if it was, me versus Cam. But why would you get rid of me early? That's just disrespectful. And you know what? It also offends me is that it's not staying true to the alliance that you swore yourself to. Like, it doesn't matter if you think I'm a tough opponent or not. It's a choice between me and a non-alliance member. You make the choice to get rid of the non-alliance member. That is the whole fucking point of being in an alliance, is that you protect certain groups in a competitive tournament. You protect certain members because they are allies. That would be like if fucking Germany started fucking invading the Japanese islands. That's what happens when you vote for me over a non-voting member. It's like fucking invading Italy as Nazi Germany. Like, what the fuck? Hola, sir. Hola, sir, Saw Hank. Dude, it was a great run for your first MECCA, mate. I know it was, Vinny. It was. And I'm not sad with the results. I knew with it only being down to 6 people, I was probably in trouble. I will say that if it was a different format, no Highlanders involved, and it was just top 3 in, bottom 3 out, I'd still be in it. So sometimes it's a matter of the format just screwing you over. Like it was for No Ceilings MMA when he had a really nice score, but unfortunately he was in the same MECCA group as Larry CTM, who, ended up being the top scorer in his group and resulted in him being in the bottom. Like, sometimes it just comes down to pure luck, and whether or not your score is aligned with the format of eliminations. And in this case, I wasn't upset about it. It happens. But I thought, hey, at least members of my alliance are gonna be loyal to, the rules. The rules when you're allied with somebody. And I guess they don't know the rules. Larry sort of knew the rules. Like, I had to remind him because I was up for elimination first thing. And I let Larry know, hey man, you got rid of Alex Ramirez when he was part of the alliance. You got rid of members of the alliance as the Highlander, which makes no sense. Also, you kept Logan safe, but but not Cam or me. Like, that makes no sense. And then I finally got it through to him. Hey, you're supposed to actually deliver. Like, as part of the group, you swear an oath when you're part of the alliance. You don't vote us out. And then that finally got through to him, and he didn't vote me out. voted Near out. It honestly makes me really sad that neither Larry nor Uselyis chose to keep me safe. Even though I've been really, I mean, maybe that's because I've been doing very good. It's because I've been a consistently high scorer. They don't want me to feel safe. They want me to feel like I could get eliminated at any moment because they see me as a threat. You know what? That fucking sucked. You know why it especially sucked? Because I was at a concert. I was at a fucking Morrissey concert in Berkeley. And I had to come on screen right as the concert was starting. Couldn't enjoy myself. While the music was playing, I had to rush somewhere else or, go to another bench and then open up the phone and pray that the cell service was working and plead my case in like the least ideal circumstance possible. And that's just the timing of it. Like, I'm not gonna piss off my dad. I'm not gonna fucking ghost him and not go to the concert that he paid money for us to go to. I'll take that over fucking bunch of preschoolers in a predictions tournament any day. Like, I am going to incentivize my family. And my real life over some fucking kick bullshit. Kick and bullshit go hand in hand, by the way. They like the owners of Kick contributed money to a channel that spent all its time actively torturing a young fucking autistic kid until they killed him. They tortured him until they killed him. And that channel was given money by the owner of Kick. Just shows the kind of society that we're living in right now, you guys. That tells you everything you need to know. Kick is a horrible platform. It allows freedom, but at what cost? Anyway, that's that rambling over. But I mean, that's not to insult Clown or the MECCA. It's been fun. It's been a really fun tournament. Lots of twists and turns. Lots of entertainment. Probably for people who aren't in the tournament, to be honest. But being part of the tournament was a thrill. It was exciting. I'm shocked I got so far with it. But yeah, I'm happy with where I placed. Like Vinny's saying, it was a very good effort for my first time playing in one of those sorts of things. So, I should be proud, but I'm also just fucking... I just can't believe Uselyis is such a dum-dum. Fucking dunce, dunderhead. Like, what are you thinking, dude? Do you not know how being an ally works? Apparently he doesn't. Because it was the last thing on his fucking mind. Was to keep me and Cam both safe. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, watching World Cup with the wife. Her country is playing in the semifinals. Is it Morocco? Let me check that. Sorry. Now you got me interested because I actually really like the World Cup qualifiers too. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's Morocco. Morocco's modern life. World Cup soccer. Maybe that'll show something. God damn it. Get the fuck off. Anyway, we have a super chat from MMA Cam Hassel. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate the 17 New Zealand dollars. You did good, Hank. It's a cutthroat game. Yeah, but don't you understand my logic here, Cam? Like, if you're in an alliance, you're not supposed to betray them. You're not supposed to betray members of your alliance, no matter what. And he had no reason to. He could have gotten rid of me when it was me versus you. He had an out. Easy. I'm sure Larry didn't want to deal with me either. They could have coordinated when it was just me and you going at it. What I'm saying is that the betrayal was unnecessary. If Logan was going to be gone anyway, and they were going to pick you to go to the finale over Logan, why would you prioritize Logan over me? He's going to get eliminated anyway, so you might as well keep my fucking respect as a partner and as an associate and get rid of the guy who's not working with you actively or in messaging you like constantly as part of the MECCA and during UFC events and like looking out for you. Like, dude, guys, I literally messaged Uselyis and said, dude, the stream's starting. Get in here. You don't want to get eliminated. In hindsight, I wish I hadn't told him shit. I wish I could have just been like, hey, Uselyis, whatever, and not said anything. And then the fucking stream starts and the Highlander isn't there and then he gets fucking eliminated. That's what I should have done. I should have not told him shit if I knew that he was going to fucking betray me over fucking Logan J. Like, that's just a sign of disrespect to me. You could have gotten me out of your hair. You could have kept Cam regardless. But the way that you did it is what I have a problem with. It makes no sense. You're just making an enemy out of me, basically. The Alliance has no honor. I got cheated by them too. Yeah. It was just unnecessary. And now Uselyis just doesn't have my respect. I mean, he's going to have to fucking message me or something. Or we're going to have some sort of talk if he wants to be in my good graces again. Because otherwise, this is just... He's just retarded, dude. People are like, oh, it's such a smart move. It's such a smart move. It would have been smart if you kept me until the Hank and Cam vote and then get rid of me. So that I'd be like, oh, yeah, he fulfilled his duties and makes sense why he'd get rid of me. I'd have no problem with it whatsoever. I'd have no problem with it. I'd probably do it myself. But to get rid of me early, what is that saying? You know? Everyone bringing Cam to the finals just because he paid, really lame. Yeah, I'm not going to say you're wrong for that. It's so lame that, I'm sorry, Cam, but it's sort of lame that you got saved like 5 fucking times. It's like basically male Mila, you know? It's like a male version of Mila. I'm sorry. Like, bunch of bullshit. Keep him. It makes sense why he got saved so many times, but at the same time, it sort of takes the fun out of it when you think about it. Yeah, it's true. But you know what, guys? I'm going to be helping Cam Hassel. I'm going to be coaching him to the fucking top, guys, because guess what? I actually trust Cam Hassel to give his share if he wins the MECCA. Sorry, Larry. I don't trust you. Sorry, Uselyis. I definitely don't trust you because your brain is made of fucking scrambled eggs and you have no logic or through line for your thought process whatsoever. Because how on the fucking earth do you not keep me in for the final vote when you're not supposed to vote for any MECCA members when it's unnecessary? Why the fuck would you do that? Makes no sense. No sense at all. Like, it didn't actually benefit him at all either. I'm sure that Larry would have voted with him against me, regardless. There was no chance that I was getting through it. Cam has been intentionally doing bad each week to lull you all into a false sense of security. Yeah, he's going to be great now. Now he's going to show you. So that's a high-risk move, I will say that. Everyone should have just paid $20 entry fee, and everyone had a fair shot. I mean, that's sort of what happened. Other people paid for others, fees, but it ended up being pay to play anyway, which was, Clown's fault. Clown made everybody pay when it was like 2 weeks in, which is bullshit, by the way. I'm sorry, but that's some fucking carny shit. That's a little bit of fucking snake oil selling a fucking bridge shit. Hank, hello, Big Boars MMA. How are you? You could say I'm not a threat and it's bullshit. I'm still around, but please don't call me a male Mila. I mean, it's true. It's true. You hung around in the tournament way too fucking long. You should have been gone after like week 3. Sorry. No, you're obvious. You are very close to male Mila in that you should have been gone early by hook or by crook. Somehow you end up staying. Dude, there are so many times you've been fucking dead to rights. I'm sorry. No, Well, you're not male Mila in terms of personality, but in terms of staying in the tournament due to bullshit, abso-fucking-lutely. Sorry. Milo Stoner more like pain in my stone cold ass. She's the reason I'm out. Yeah. And you gotta realize this, Cam. There are plenty of people that you stepped over to get to the top. All right. So it's not don't play all Mr. Innocent, because a bunch of people were out of the tournament so that you could stay. So remember that. You've been spared. You've been spared, honestly, one too many times. Clown probably had an unexpected bill and needed $20 from everyone. So what the fuck is he doing for work? What is he doing? Yeah, it's a lot of ridiculousness. You came on the panel and reminded everyone why they shouldn't keep you. You were the biggest threat because of good picks. Yeah, but that's the thing, Will Black Betty, regardless of what the reasoning is for getting me out, regardless of what impression I give, the people who were the top two were part of my alliance, okay? They were allied with me. You got no choice. You're supposed to help me out until there's no choice, and then, hey, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with getting kicked out because I'm a threat. If it's me or Cam, yeah, pick Cam. Sure, makes sense to me. You pick me over Logan for no fucking reason. No fucking reason. I would have been out anyway. But instead, you fucking dissed me and disrespected me and ripped the alliance to shreds. Chicken feed has been hit hard by inflation. I didn't know that. How does chicken feed tie to inflation in particular? Like overseas trade or whatnot? Seems like everything gets hit by inflation. He's a farmhand, hard but honest work. I see. Well, good for him. Yeah, it is hard and honest work. So good for him if that's the case. I hope the crops do well this year. I got kicked by Musical after he picked me for his team. It's part of the game. There will be plenty more. Yeah, but I guess my fault is that I thought I was still living in a world of honesty and integrity and loyalty. But I guess loyalty among thieves is no loyalty at all. So I guess we're not living in a world of honesty and truths anymore. Or support or loyalty. Definitely not in America. So maybe I should have seen it coming. I know that Cam would have had my back. I can tell you that much. I at least I hope he did. I hope he'd have my back. Pretty sure he would, though, because he what he says he actually means. Unlike you, Uselyis. Hey, Uselyis, remember when I messaged you and said try to stay loyal to the alliance in your eliminations as much as you can until you can't anymore? Remember when I said try to stay loyal to the alliance as long as possible? And Uselyis, what did you say? You said, I will. You said, I will. Oh, I'm sorry. My fingers, they were crossed behind my back when I said that. I didn't notice. Yeah, I'll do that when pigs fly. And I guess Clown the farmhand knows a lot about pigs. Wait. It's not like Logan had bad picks either. He was at the top most weeks. Yeah, Logan's solid. He was when he was part of my team, we got number one. He's very consistent. You know, I'm not offended because it's Logan J in particular. I'm just offended because it could have been anybody who wasn't part of the alliance. And I guess it was up to Uselyis, but he swore to me that he would stay true to the alliance as long as he could. And he didn't. He fucking turned his back. And he didn't just turn his back on me. He turned his back on every member of the alliance. He did. It's like fucking Brutus, dude. It's unnecessary, and he did it anyway. It's a betrayal. It's Judas. So that's my problem, is that he didn't need to. He didn't benefit at all from it. And the result was the same. Cam is in the finale. the outcome doesn't change. It's whether or not you are loyal to the people who help you get to the top or not, though. And he wasn't loyal to me. Could have eliminated me later and it would have been fine. Instead, he just chose me for no fucking reason. Other than spite, that's all I can think of. Uselyis knew you had good picks and didn't want you to win the whole thing. Then pick me when it's me versus Cam. Then eliminate me when it's me versus Cam. What's the big fucking deal? What's the problem? Why'd you get rid of me early like I'm a putz when you didn't have to? You could have eliminated me later. Instead, you chose a non-alliance member to stay safe. What the fuck is wrong with you, you dumbass? You don't want a member of the member of the alliance winning it, do you? Are you an idiot? Hey, Hank, I tried doing my piece with the first elimination. I can see why you're upset. Thank you. See, that's actually someone who actually stays loyal to the alliance. And listen, I voiced my displeasure with Larry getting rid of Alex Ramirez. He was part of the alliance. But you know what? Larry probably didn't know. Larry probably didn't know that Alex was in the alliance at the time that he voted him out. I do find it strange he kept Logan J and not me or Cam around safe to start. But then when I told you about your loyalties to the alliance, you stayed true to it. And good for you. You did it. That's the one job you have to do as part of the alliance, is keep the alliance members safe. And you did that, which is great. And I probably would have returned, dude, Larry, I would have returned the favor tenfold if I won the alliance, if I won the MECCA. So thank you for doing your part. I wish Uselyis knew how to do that. But apparently the alliance, he did. Oh, alliance, oh, what's that? Oh, I never heard of it. I just told Hank that I would try to vote on the side of the alliance as much as I possibly could. But, oh, I guess something slipped somewhere in my fucking right temple. Apparently I got something fucking lodged in my brain that makes me do dumb shit. Still wild it happened that way. It makes no sense. If you wanted me gone, do it when it's me versus Cam. You keep Cam in the finale anyway. Why'd you choose me over Logan? Like, I know people are like, oh yeah, Hank's a threat. Then do it. You could do it when it's me versus Cam. What's the big deal? Why'd you have to do it early? Why'd you have to make sure I was gone? Like, it's not like Larry would have been like, oh yeah, Hank, no, Hank's a good guy. We got to keep Hank. No way. He got rid of Ear because he was better competition than me. He would have gotten rid of me, Uselyis. He still would have gotten rid of me. All you had to do was wait a little bit. I just feel disrespected. Like I got eliminated for no reason. I know my time was up anyway, so I'm not upset about being out of the tournament necessarily. It's that he had his loyalties and he fucking ripped them up. That's my problem. He didn't think about the alliance. You don't vote for alliance members to get eliminated. You don't do that. That's just how it works. So he betrayed it. He betrayed every single one of us. That's my problem. It just made no sense to me. Logan didn't even go on panel, and they still kept him. Yeah. Yeah, and he's not someone associated with us. He doesn't support us. And if he won the money, guess what, guys? He's not sharing it around with us. There's no rhyme or reason to keeping him early on. Why was he kept safe by Larry CTM? Why was he protected over me? It makes no sense to me. Yeah, you see, that's what I assumed, Larry. That's what I assumed. I didn't know about Alex, to be honest, or at least if someone told me, I forgot because he wasn't in the group chat. Yeah, he wasn't. I basically told I told everybody in our group chat that Alex Ramirez was in the alliance, but you probably didn't get the message. Our alliance with Alex was strictly through Twitter, so that's probably why Larry didn't know. And it happens, you know. See, that's why I didn't blame Larry or get really, really angry with him. Because I understood he probably didn't know. I didn't judge Larry for it. Some people on panel barely said anything and sounded like a little mouse in a mouse hole. Yeah. I was at a fucking concert and I sounded louder than half those people. Literally on my phone, no fucking lighting. And the audio was fucking pulsating because it was a concert and they were playing fucking loud ass music. And the concert was just getting started. So now I can't even hear anything that's coming through my fucking speaker on my phone. Half the time I have to I have to hold the fucking phone up to my head like this. It looks super weird on fucking stream. That's the only way that I could, have it up against my head where I could even hear anything. So I'm in the worst possible circumstances, by the way. And I'm still making better arguments than most of the people in there. If you were a cook and saw Uselyis was dining at your restaurant, would you fart on his food? Yeah, I'd leave a little hair or two. Just one or two in just the right spot so that, he's eating and then eventually just, oh God, he tastes it as he's chowing down. And he's like maybe like caught in the back of his throat. He has to fucking cough and choke and spit it out. Yeah. I'd probably a little bit, just to excavate my nostrils. I'm sorry if it got in the food. Oh, sorry. Maybe a little bit of dandruff on there too. Yeah, I actually got some shit out of there. Oh, nice. Anyway, yeah, probably. It's just, it's sort of embarrassing, honestly. Like, I hope people remember that the day that Uselyis did that. I hope people remember that he did that. That he showed he doesn't have loyalty. Because that's, in my opinion, pretty character-defining behavior. As for the save, I tried separating Alliance members from non-Alliance. I saved Logan to go to the next round of eliminations, hope that it would be someone in the Alliance against him, and that was the case. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's clever from Larry. That's pretty good. How will that work, though? So there's... Well, think about it this way. Wait. Think about it. Wait, no. Think about it this way, Larry. If you made sure that one was saved as part of the MECCA, as part of the Alliance, so one's safe, that guarantees that your vote will be between a MECCA, between an Alliance member and a non-Alliance member. But think about it this way. If you kept one person safe who wasn't part of the Alliance, and then the person that goes behind the door and is safe is also a non-Alliance member, guess what? Then you have to vote between two Alliance members. So why didn't you just ensure that someone who was a member was safe so that the vote was guaranteed to be between an Alliance member and a non-Alliance member? You could have had to vote between two members potentially, and you got lucky you didn't. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But basically, the strategy is you keep one member safe. There were two of us. So you remove one of us from the equation, that guarantees a vote that involves eliminating a non-Alliance member. Know what I mean? That's sort of a simpler way of doing it. But I get it. Everybody has their methods. Anyway, it is 40 minutes into this thing. And I do want to go over some of my predictions for Contender Series, because this is the last week, guys. It's the last week, and it should be a fun one, too. There's some talent on this that I really like. So, should be a fun night of action tonight. I hope you guys are tuned in for that. So, last we'll have of Contender Series, which is a real crying shame, because Contender Series is the best time of the year. And made for a lot of great MMA in between for the week. And I'm sad to see it go. But I hope it ends with a bang. There are a total of 6 fights on this one. This is actually a bunch of action for this card. Yeah, it's a pretty full show. Should be a lot of fun. Oh wait, hold on. Did I? Okay, I did pick it. Okay, and yeah, I'm looking forward to today. Okay, let me read Larry's comment. Wait, what's happening? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Why is my phone... Why is the computer overheating? What the fuck? Okay, fucking dictionary. Who gives a shit? Okay, we're good now. I saved a non-alliance member and left 2 members in the doors for a better chance of a 1v1. Okay. All right. It worked out. For sure. Who's crashing out on who? Hello, Kyle Franklin. Hank on Uselyis. Yeah. On fucking useless. More like it. Definitely a useless alliance member. Never trust a fucking snake, guys. Lol, what did Uselyis do? Here's the explanation from Charles Smith. Here it comes. Uselyis cheated him in the MECCA, said he was allies and wouldn't vote each other out, and then stabbed him in the back. Yeah, he voted in a vote between me and a non-alliance member because we're allies. Uselyis chose the non-alliance member over me. He voted me out early. When when you're part of an alliance, you're supposed to vote down alliance lines, down allied lines. So you have, if there's ever a vote where it's an option to not vote for your team member, you're not supposed to vote for your team member. That's how it works. You have each other's backs until you have no choice, and then you make a logical decision. When it's between allies and you got no choice but to vote for one of them, then you can make your choice, and it's understandable either way. But it wasn't understandable to vote me out because I'm with him. I have supported him. I have messaged him. I have made sure to try to keep him in the game. I made sure that him and Logan Jake stayed in the game when they were on my team, because guess what? You look out for people on your team. It was the same thing with the Alliance. You look out for people on the Alliance, and he didn't do it. And he voted me out for no reason. Could have done it when it was me versus Cam, and I had no qualms with it whatsoever. Instead, he voted me out for literally no reason. Didn't benefit him at all. Cam stayed. The most he's done out of this is create an enemy out of me. And he definitely succeeded there. Because Hank the Tank doesn't forgive, and he doesn't forget. Unless you really give me a reason to forgive. Okay? I hope you're watching this. You better give me a good reason. Uselyis. I've been saying it wrong. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Uselyis, but he's honestly useless. That alliance can't stand forever, though. Eventually it's 1v1. Yeah, I know. Yes, of course. I got no problem with that. When it's me versus him, yeah, I'm gonna fucking rip your head off, motherfucker. I need some fucking meat. I need to eat. So guess what? I'm taking your fucking raw hide, ripping it from the fucking bone. Yeah, 1v1, great. Then I'll absolutely go 1v1 if I have to. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is that he didn't need to. My problem is that he was not put in a 1v1 situation. He was put in a 1, which was he was put in a 1, which is Logan J, and then I don't count because I'm allied with him. So don't fucking vote for the alliance member, idiot. It's temporary at best. How are you not understanding this, Leandro? I know that fully well. If he voted for me over Cam, I'd have no problem. None whatsoever. Yeah, do it. You have got no choice. It's 1v1. Kick me out. I'm the bigger threat. Makes sense. Don't do it fucking early. You're not supposed to. Not supposed to do it fucking early. And he did it anyway because he has no fucking functioning brain, apparently. Honestly, Hank needs to do press conferences. This is a press conference right now, folks. This is a fucking news surprise announcement press conference. The announcement is this. If there's a Vinny versus Doug enemies MECCA in the near future, guess what? I ain't gonna be on your side, Uselyis. And I'm gonna fucking slap whoever even considers me and Uselyis being on the same team. There's your fucking alliance there, pal. There's you and me on the same team. And hey, if I fucking win a week and I'm like at the very top, I ain't voting for nobody on the opposite team. I'm voting my own fucking teammate out if it's Uselyis. He's a fucking rat. And he made a promise. He promised he'd vote on alliance lines, and he didn't. That's a liar. I don't like liars. We need a panel. Hey, I'll drop the link right here. I'll drop the link. Whoever wants to come in, do so. Drop the link right now. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. Uselyis has lost all respect for me because he did something stupid. He did something stupid he didn't need to do. And if he even thought about the situation for a millisecond, he would have made the right decision. He would have gotten rid of me anyway. So why didn't you keep me to the point where you could just get rid of me the right way? There's no fucking honor among thieves. How was your concert, by the way? It was really good. It's really good. Morrissey still sounds fucking great. Voice of a fucking angel. It's one of the great voices in all of music. And it's still around, live and fucking kicking, dude. He played the, hits. He played There's a Light That Never Goes Out. That's a classic. I Know It's Over from the Smiths, which is awesome. He played a lot of his solo stuff, which was pretty good too. It's too bad he didn't play This Charming Man. My dad was sort of pissed about that, but sort of a Johnny Marr-led track, and those two have had a falling out for a while, so I get it. And then he had one last song, and dude, a fan showed up on stage. Fan fucking jumped the guardrail, got on stage, gave fucking Morrissey a hug, and then left. And security fucking grabbed him and fucking threw him out of there, which was crazy. This guy's a fucking music legend. He's a living legend. How the fuck is security not fucking doubled for this man? Instead, security didn't see this kid, and he jumped up on stage, and he's lucky he didn't try to fucking kill him. He's lucky he was just a fan and just wanted a fucking hug and wanted to, like, meet his idol. Great. It could have been someone who fucking hated Morrissey because of his political views and could have tried to fucking kill him. And security did nothing. They did nothing. They could have, one of the great voices in all of music could have been fucking killed, extinguished right there. Fucking embarrassing, dude. Fire every one of those security members. They didn't do a good job. I almost got their boss killed, basically. How the fuck do you allow someone to get through? How? How do you allow a hole in that? How do you allow an opening? Shit's embarrassing. Wow, says Cam. Yeah, I don't mince words, Cam. What concert were you at? It was a Morrissey concert in Berkeley. It was really good. Like, every track was fire. Vocals were great. Artists that he had on stage doing the instrumentals were awesome. But the security almost fucking killed him. Can't break promises. Rule number 1. Yeah, exactly. That's what you need to gain my trust and my respect. And you know who was the ultimate promise breaker in the early days? A certain fucking 18, 19-year-old brat. Probably 20 now. What a fucking loser. Cam should join panel. Yeah. Join panel, Cam. Why not? Oh, he's at work. Okay. Hank Salute. Hey, Andrew. Dude, Andrew, you saw what happened, right? That's fucking crazy, right? Hello, Kobe Wiggle. Good to see you. I'm at work. Otherwise, I would join. Okay. That's all right. I need to get into predictions anyway. Crazy dedication paneling up at a concert. Good shit, Hank. Yeah, it is good shit. Because I extra mile every single time. That's why Clown should never be fucking mad at me. Because I've shown insane loyalty to him in spite of a lot. So, by the way, we got Hank's #1 fan. The great Kobe Wiggle is here. And he will probably be interacting with you guys as well as Hank the Tank through the private chat. So I will read out some of Kobe's messages while he's in here. How's it going, Kobe? Good to see you, my main man. Hot potato, hot potato. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Kobe Wiggle. Yeah, Vinny the kitty. Hey, Kobe Wiggle, everybody do the wiggle. Great, I'm glad you go live today. I am too, Kobe. I am too. But yeah, I guess Kobe will be in here from now on. And that's fine. Let's see. So let me get this straight, says Kyle Franklin. Y'all were in a MECCA, and they voted you out after agreeing to not vote out teammates. Yep, that is exactly what happened, Kyle Franklin. He swore that if there was ever a situation where it was a member of the alliance up against a non-alliance member, he would vote down party lines, and he would not vote members of the alliance out. And he did just that. That's literally the one thing he did. Was vote, dude. Let me be real, guys. And I'm being fucking straight, dude. If Uselyis and maybe Larry, but mostly Uselyis, if Uselyis even had a fucking inkling of getting rid of Cam between Cam and Logan, dude, every fucking stream you guys would see from me from now on would be about this fucking retard. It would be about that fucking idiot, and I wouldn't rest until his reputation was through the fucking mud. Dragged through the fucking dirt. You're lucky I'm even doing one. You're lucky I'm just going to do one, and I'm not talking about you ever again. If you fucking eliminated Cam and me, it would be a fucking campaign for a month, maybe 2. Every fucking stream would be about you, you rat. So be fucking lucky that I'm not talking about you for longer. Because I would have a public smear campaign until you were done.
Hey, how's it going, Hank?
All right. No ceilings just entered, so you should be in here soon. I see Nick Crazy. Hold on, is he here? Yep, he's here.
Can you hear me?
How's it going, No Ceilings? Did you just hear that huge rant from me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry about what happened to you in MECCA, dude. It's a brutal game, now you know.
Yeah, now I know, man. DTA Rock, don't trust anybody. But which is a shame, because it was actually, the alliance was going really well for like a majority of the run. And then dude, Vinny fucking took a bullet for Cam and Uselyis. I'm honestly sad that Vinny did that, because it would have gotten rid of Uselyis. And then guess what? Useless wouldn't have fucking done the idiotic elimination voting process he did. We'd probably be spared of this fucking bullshit. But unfortunately, Vinny had dared to fucking save his dumbass. And, now this is what happened.
Yeah, well, I guess the best thing you can do is take it as a life lesson, People in real life, you may think they have good intentions and they're your friends, but anyone can stab you in the back.
Yeah, that is true. But I don't know, man, you can't live life in distrust. You can't. You can do it for a little bit, but you can't do it for very long. Because I'll tell you, man, if you come across as someone who's not trustworthy in anything, eventually everybody's going to turn on you. It's not just going to be one person. So I'd rather stay trustworthy and have one fucking rat do that to me than be an untrustworthy person like certain people that I could easily mention and live life in fucking hell, basically.
Yeah. Well, if you're planning to play other games in the future, at least now you know not to trust that guy.
Yeah, definitely not trusting him. I'll tell you what, though, no ceilings, I would trust you because you've had my back in several situations you definitely didn't need to. So I trust you. I think you're good. Vinny, I would trust because Vinny is my number one boy. He's like, he'd fucking walk across hot coals for me. So I would trust Vinny. Cam, I think I would trust Cam as well. He seems like a very honorable and honest guy. Like, I'm sorry that it was between, Cam and you. Hey, you're lucky. At least it got to be between Cam and you. I didn't get that luxury. But Cam seems like somebody it makes sense he tried to fight for a spot, right? That he has to. He had no choice.
Yeah.
But
yeah, of course. I'm not. I wasn't treated like you were.
Yeah, but Cam seems like a very honest and humble guy. Like, he's someone that's definitely worth trusting. Like, without him, this tournament wouldn't even be happening. So,
Yeah, and hey, look, it was your first MECCA, so it was a brutal way to go out, but most people don't win their first MECCA, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, also, guys, I sound very angry right now, but you guys have to realize that when Uselyis voted me out, I actually felt a flood of relief wash over me when that happened, because I just thought, dude, I'm finally fucking free. I don't have to worry about the stress of like showing up on panel at the right time and having my time in fucking India during my vacation align with this fucking, amateur hour bullshit. Like, I could actually have free time to myself and just make picks without having to fucking worry about whether someone was going to beat me in picks, which was honestly great. When I fucking, said Vamoose to my last, podcast partner, that was another part of it. Like, the competitive edge of all that and having to fucking be in conflict with this guy for like day after day, week after week, month after month. It was all gone. It was all gone. I was on my own. It was my friends only. It was great. And so when I got eliminated from the tournament, actually, I felt relief, and I was like, hey, I can finally watch my fucking concert in peace, and I don't have to show up on stream and do this bullshit. Like, I can actually just enjoy myself now. So I actually felt pretty good early on, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought about what he just did, like, my respect for Uselyis just fucking, I threw it out the window, because it could have been me. It could have been anybody. It doesn't matter if it was me. It could have been you, Charles Smith. It could have been Cam. Could have been anybody. If you did that, I'd be fucking pissed.
After I woke up the next day after my elimination calmed down, I felt the same way because I was putting in a lot of time like everyone else in the game to show up at those streams at any hour of the day. You never knew when it could be, and sometimes I would have to get up for work at 5 a.m. and I would be staying up till 1, 2 in the morning getting very little sleep just to ensure that I didn't get in any trouble and I could stay in the game.
Let me inform everybody about what this guy had to go through. His alarm clock didn't go off at one point, and he slept in through a stream for a big chunk of it. And he went from, being respected and people saying nice things about him and, people being neutral at worst, to like, oh, this guy, he's not even here. This guy doesn't care. He's a fucking traitor. He's this, that, and the other. Here's bringing up his past and all this shit, and basically trying to turn you into like the scapegoat, basically, on that stream. And then you had to come in and like just beg and defend yourself. Like, that was the famous, grandma's farts, little clip. But before that, this dude was like fighting for his life, and now everybody's fucking angry at him because his alarm clock didn't work. And it's interesting how your reputation among people in there can change on a dime if you're not there for one fucking stream.
Yeah, and one thing that did kind of rub me the wrong way, now let me just start off by saying I don't want drama with Clown, but you got to admit, throughout the whole competition, like the night before I got eliminated, Clown was saying, yeah, I don't know, I might fire this guy just because he felt like it. And then apparently Ear had accused me of being in the fantasy football league and other stuff. And so the whole time, Clown painted me as this troll, this guy with multiple accounts, that I was up to no good, when I was really giving it my best effort to behave and be respectful, promote the game, and I felt like Clown did not portray me in a good light to the other players and the viewers of the streams.
Yeah. I mean, you can get angry and fire somebody, but you don't have to go low and just like completely try to soil someone's name because they didn't show up for a stream. That's just too far. And like, I was getting pissed off. I was pissed that anybody was mad at me when I missed a stream at any point because I was in fucking India. Completely different fucking time zone. You guys ever been to fucking India before? It's hard to fucking show up on stream when you're fucking 6 or 7 hours, 8 hours ahead of the guy.
Would you like to try the curry or would you like to try the vindaloo?
Hey, both of those were actually pretty good while I was there. But
good to hear.
Yo, what was his reason? He just thought I was a threat. But if he wanted to do that, he could have done it when it was him versus me versus Cam. And if he'd have used his brain for just a few seconds, he would have known that. But he didn't do it. Instead, he's made an enemy out of me. So I'm going to make sure this is a mistake for him. I'm going to fucking make sure it's a mistake he did this. So.
Yeah, that made me upset seeing that happen to you because I've been in alliances before and, you just assume people have good intentions. If they give you their word, you hope and you assume that they're going to not stab you in the back like that. I guess the $1,500 must be a lot of money for him. He must be really needing that money or something.
Yeah, or something. Like, and it's not even for my sake. I'm just disappointed in him, honestly. Like, I thought he was a stand-up, honest dude, and now I see his true colors. And maybe that's not even like intentional or malicious. Maybe he's just that big an idiot that he can't even doesn't even know what his responsibilities are. Like, I just lost respect for him. That's my main problem. Again, this could have been anybody. It's just the fact that he completely went back on his word and his character that got me fucked up a little bit, honestly, because I can't fathom like how he could have done something like that. It's completely illogical, and he would have gotten what he wanted regardless, but he did something stupid.
Yeah, no. There could be a chance that there was a secret alliance. Maybe Logan and Uselyis and other people. Maybe they had another alliance.
Yeah, maybe that could be the case. I mean, anybody who's got firsthand knowledge of that, hit me up and let me know. But I don't know if I didn't hear about any other alliances. Like, dude, out of all the secret alliances and partnerships that everybody was fucking making conspiracy theories about. Oh, these two are aligned with each other. Oh, Naomi's just a fucking bot of Giuliano, and all these people are fakes, and Milo's working with Doug, and all this stuff. We were the only fucking alliance there. We were the only actual alliance there.
Well, hey, I'm not sure if you caught this, but Cam kind of slipped up when he was going at Doug. He mentioned at one point, before they were mad at each other, Cam said that they were allies. Now, did Cam come into our alliance chat and say, hey, Doug's allied too?
That is a good point.
So I think maybe Cam had some secret allies. Maybe other people did too.
Yeah. But regardless, I think Cam's on my side for the most part because I'm actually going to help him with his picks. Because Cam seems like the only I mean, Larry has proved here in this comment section that he also has a lot of integrity. And so I might actually help Larry too if he reaches out to me. Literally, I want anybody to win except Uselyis. Anybody to win except Uselyis. So guys, Larry, Cam, hit me up on IG. Let me know if you need any help with picks. I will try to work game plan and strategy with you so that the fucking Emperor Palpatine does not ascend to the throne.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm going to get going. It was good to talk to you about the alliances and stuff, and I'll be watching the stream.
Okay. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks. See ya.
See you later. Let me read Kobe Wiggles' message that he sent me. I feel bad. Yeah, I mean, don't feel bad for me, Kobe. I went a long way. I did way better than I thought I would. So I think this is still a net positive, still a W for me. I got a lot of people in my community I didn't otherwise because of this MECCA tournament. So it was still a net plus for me. Again, I'm just upset with what he's done more than anything else. It sounds like Kamaru Usman when he first lost. What, am I crashing out? Or I thought Usman was actually pretty humble when he got knocked out by Leon Edwards. He seemed like a pretty cool guy after that. So I think it's the opposite. I think I've become more like Adesanya or Pereira or something. To be real, it could be that the time constraints on the elimination might have made him make the wrong move. Nah, but you're supposed to know to pick with the alliance. You're just supposed to vote with the alliance. I told him beforehand. He should have had it ingrained in his fucking head. Hey, I'm supposed to be loyal to my alliance no matter what the choice is. And he didn't do it. Like, he should have had it in his head. I'm not eliminating Cam or Hank. And I'm going to try my best to make sure that doesn't happen. And he did. He accomplished the first step. He didn't get rid of Cam. He just forgot about the second step. He's not supposed to get rid of me. So again, I think he's just. I think he's not the brightest bulb in the drawer. He's not the sharpest knife. And it is what it is. Doug and Mila in the same room. Well, they've probably been in the same room, all right. Okay, playing fucking patty cake. If you ever watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit, they played patty cake all night long. Peace, pubes. Jesus Christ, what a name. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get into my picks soon. Hey, any thoughts from Kobe Wiggle on this matter? Any final thoughts from Kobe Wiggle before Hank goes through his predictions for Contender Series? Because I'm planning to leave a lot of this behind me after I'm done talking about this. But I'll tell you what, I will be celebrating if Larry or Cam win the MECCA, because I trust you guys to do the right thing once you win and actually stay true to your alliance and be kind to them. And remember who got you that far, So I trust those two to make good on their word and be supportive. But not Uselyis. Is the MECCA on YouTube? Ask Kobe Wiggle. No, it's on Kick. But honestly, Kobe, my honest advice to you, stay away from Kick. Stay away from Kick for as long and humanly possible as you can, because Kick is trash. Like, it's legitimately the worst of the worst social media you can get. Owners donated to a channel that literally killed somebody. So it's the worst of humanity, Kobe Wiggle. So don't stay away from Kick. Doug's been doing great in the Spaghetti. He's doing a great job crying about not being in it. That's for sure. Oh, Giuliano's tournament. Oh, good for him. I hope somebody beats him. I hope somebody gets more points and he's kicked out and he cries about that some more. That's actually bad news, Leandro. I hate Doug winning at anything. Peace out. This is Charles Smith. Peace out, Charles. Thanks for attending. Let's get into Hank's picks before I wrap this stream up. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Uselius, what the fuck did you do? No rhyme or reason. You're supposed to be a loyal alliance member, and now we know that people can trust you as far as they can throw you, which isn't much. There we go. That's what we've learned. So don't trust Useless, guys. He is useless as his name suggests. Kick is just full of influencers. Definitely not good ones. I'll tell you that much, guys. Not good ones. Nina Dramas, has a Kick channel, which tells you everything you need to know. It tells you everything you need to know. Kick is full of influencers. Bad ones. Bad influences. I'm going to go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys. And we are back. Here it comes. Here are Hank's picks for the last week of Dana White's Contender Series, Week 10. 6 fights. Hank the Tank will be going through them all. Here we go, guys. Starting with the opening contest of Mario Mingaj against Wes Schultz. Wes Party Time Schultz. Maybe it's because he looks like one of the characters from Party. No, that's Party Down. No, never mind. He's just Party Time, like a Beastie Boy or something. I don't know. I'm going with Wes Schultz by round 1 knockout. Here's the reason why. Mingaj just throws up triangles and prays that it works. He's been able to use it against really bad competition that just makes stupid mistakes. But unfortunately for him, Wes Schultz is an experienced LFA veteran who was a solid, solid wrestler. And people forget, man, he took Mansoor Abdul Malik down. He's actually the guy who came closest to beating him out of anybody so far. He's a marauder. His takedowns are made of mahogany. And he's really solid. Wrestling game is good. Grappling is excellent. You can get knockouts on the ground pound. And I think that's his path to victory here. I think Mingaj is going to gladly accept getting taken down. He's going to pull Wes Schultz into one of those triangle attempts he always throws up. But Wes Schultz is a, experienced enough wrestler and grappler that he's not going to get caught in that. I think he's tall and lanky and experienced enough that he's going to know how to stay out of trouble with the one finishing move this guy has. Then when he gets out of trouble, he's just going to fucking ground and pound him. No diddy. Just a bunch of overhands to this fucking lifeless Italian corpse. This guy's fucking a Cage Warriors vet. Terrible sign, guys. Italian Cage Warriors prospects never make it far, and he won't here. He's going to try a triangle. He's going to fail. And Wes Schultz is going to beat the fucking shit out of him and beat his ass unconscious to shut the lights off. So give me Wes Schultz to just avoid the triangle and then make old Mario here pay like he's a fucking Koopa shell to the dome. So, yeah, Schultz by round 2 knockout, brother. Yee! Kobe, entertain the crowd in Hank's absence. Yeah, I'm here, but I want to see some entertainment. Let's see some entertainment from Kobe Wiggle. Let's get something in the private chat that's going to entertain the masses. How about it, Kobe Wiggle? Got any material? Got some songs to sing, Kobe Wiggle? Let's hear it. I'm sure Kobe's got some good stuff. Actually, I'll leave Kobe to come up with some stuff in the private chat, and I'm gonna keep going through picks. But yeah, give us some entertainment, Kobe. You're the piano man, who also has his own YouTube channel, by the way. Kobe Wiggle seemed very unassuming to you guys, but this dude actually has a YouTube channel of his own. He's got like 1.5, 1.6K subscribers. So, Kobe is actually quite the entertaining YouTuber. And I'll be honest, Kobe probably puts a lot more work into the YouTube game than I do. So shout out to Kobe Wiggle. This dude's been grinding for a long time, guys. And he's earned every one of his subs, dude. Here's some stuff from Kobe Wiggle. I'm uploading videos every day starting 2026. I already done all my January videos and February, and I'm doing a Wiggle series in March. This dude's a fucking hustler, guys. This guy is a marauder. Like, he grinds. He's the definition of a trooper and a grinder, guys. This guy fucking grinds and does work and really puts in the effort. He's already got January and February next year covered. All his content for January and February, he's already got it planned out and done. So, Kobe Wiggle, he is a born entertainer, and he scratches and claws his way to success. So, shout out to Kobe Wiggle. He is a grinder. He is a hustler. So, there's a reason Kobe is in here. Dude's a YouTube vet. Next fight between Azamat Nuftilyaev and Jovan Leka. I went against my instincts here, guys. I was considering picking Nuftilyaev because this guy is a wrestler. He's beaten some decent competition. Knows how to get it done on the ground. But unfortunately, a lot of this is his competition just sort of giving up a little bit. And Nuftilyaev looking awful on the feet. Apparently just has one round of cardio, and then he's just done after that. So he's going to be a little scary against Leka early, and then he's going to gas, dude. His gas tank's going to go. He's going to be running on empty, running blind, running into the sand, but I'm running behind, running on empty. And then after his gas tank is completely run empty, that's when this guy, Leka's going to pounce. He's going to start firing away with punches. Then I fired, and then I fired, and then I missed. And I missed both times. And then he shot a takedown, and then I fired, and then I missed. I missed again. And then he's going to hit him. He's going to hit him with a punch. Because Leka's shit, but he actually has some cardio and some pressure to his game. And that's all you need to beat Nuftilyaev. If you can survive round one against him, he gasses out like a car from the fucking 20s, and you haven't spruced it up and or taken it to a mechanic in 8 decades. So he's gonna be like, Leka's gonna hit him with a big shot and put him out. So poor speed buggy. Gas tanks running on empty. Shout out to Jackson Brown. All right. Wait, is Kobe gone? No, Kobe's still here. All right. Next fight. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. I don't think this is going to be a fight. I think this is going to be a massacre, troopers and grinders, between Michael PQD Oliveira, my brother. So already a good sign that he's got the last name Oliveira, taking on Victor Valenzuela, the alliteration man. Ooh, Victor V. Victor Villain Valenzuela. Holy camole. This guy's a vile one, that Victor. He's a vile Victor from Venezuela, that Valenzuela. Michael Oliveira, I've been tracking this guy's career for a while now. He's always been a prospect, like a dark horse prospect to look out for in LFA. Just beating the shit out of dudes. The guy's so fast, you can see the dude's ripped. 4 million. What is it? Isn't he oh shit, I forget. Oh, I think he's a diver. I think he's part of like an air squadron that does like secret missions and operations. Dude jumps out of planes for a living. Aerial military, aerial commander. This guy is legit, and he's destroying dudes. Now, he has slowed down in recent fights, and he didn't finish this 11th, which is a real damn shame. This guy, Victor Valenzuela, he was getting the shit beaten out of him by the 6-1 guy. Looked like a fish out of water, and then did a desperation bum rush at the very end and put him out. But he was getting his ass kicked from post. Then before that, he knocks his dude out the leg kick. He's not going to do it against a military man. He's got finishes of his own, but not as impressive as this guy, Michael Oliveira. His just speed, his quick timing, his how to put it, his reflexes are fucking crazy. His speed and his countering ability and his fast reflexes are something else. Victor's way slower. He was getting destroyed. This guy, Bruce Whitehead. If Michael Oliveira hits him with any of the shots that this dude, Brucey, the white hammerhead shark, was able to hit on this guy, he's going to get put out. So for that reason, I think Oliveira's power and speed and timing, kid. Speed beats power, timing beats speed. You little fool of a thing, yeah? I think Oliveira's going to catch him with something very early. I don't think Valenzuela is going to be able to respond. His striking defense is terrible. So Oliveira by round 1 knockout. Guaranteed contract, guys. Guaranteed. And then we got fourth fight of the event. Actually, almost there. We are almost there, but we're only halfway there. It's crazy. And at this point, I'll be halfway there. Michael Oliveira's picture is fire. Yeah, soldier boy up in this hole. Watch me break that. Watch me roll. Watch me go with Superman that hole. Now watch me. Soldier boy up in the hole. Watch me break that. Watch me roll. Is there any MMA fights in December? Or are they off season then? Ryzen is usually available. Colby. PFL, I think, has some events in December. UFC might have some events early on in December, but then they won't have it towards the end of the year. There's going to be a drought in the second half of December, probably. But I think we'll always have Octagon. We'll always have KSW. We'll always have Cage Warriors. I think there's going to still be some MMA. It's just not UFC. Probably some crazy boxing stuff and some exhibition stuff and whatnot. But yeah, UFC is definitely going to have a downturn during that time. Guarantee it. UFC is going to be off season. I don't think the rest of MMA will be, though. Yeah, Michael Oliveira's picture is fire. Yeah, the dude's a vet, man. Dude's a combat vet. Para-fucking military, dude. Yeah, you can't. Don't play me like that, man. Yeah, these guys are playing me. I don't want to get played with. Don't be messing with me, man. All right, next fight. Between Marwan Rahiki, Rikishi, Siki Dip, and Ananias Malumba. Ananias, I see. And against doing the Mumba. This guy's name is Freaky Rahiki. This is my kind of guy right here. What a freak. And this guy, meanwhile, this guy's Metal Malumba. The guy thinks guys think that he's an alternative fella. Thinks that he's a niche character, an outsider. This guy's Freaky Rahiki, all right? This dude, Freaky Rahiki, should be locked up. 350 favorite is Rahiki. Rahiki. Like Zoinks. Freaky Rahiki, old pal. Ruby, I'm you. Anyway, this guy Malumba Matata got choked out in Brave. Dude was going on a whole tournament run to get into Brave, and then he got subbed, and out he goes. Then he beat all this shitty African competition by just doing some wrestling. And none of these guys in UAE or wherever this place know how to wrestle at all. Marwan Rahiki at least has some get-up ability. He can get some guillotine chokes off his back. He can just obviously found his way on top here. Got some ground and pound. Rahiki's a very talented striker. Dude is very finning back kick. Well, look at that, man. I guess his striking just on a different level than Malumba. And even if he gets taken down, be dangerous off his back or reverse it. Malumba find himself on bottom, and then Rahiki, as we can see, rain down some ground and pound and submissions, no diddy. So I think Rahiki's talented everywhere. Better on the feet and on the ground. He can survive and adapt and adjust. So give me Rahiki by round 2 knockout. Malumba's going to shoot for some takedowns, but he's really sloppy on the feet and on the ground. He just bum rushes fools. Should be very easy to time and predict, and I think Rahiki's just going to outclass him. Pretty much dominant effort from this Rahiki guy. All right, 4th fight done, and 5th fight is coming up tonight. A private chat from Colby Wiggle. What is it, Cole? We have Jake Paul and Tank Davis in November. Yes, and Hank the Tank will try to tune in for that as long as he can. It should be available to watch it, given it'll probably go pretty late into the night. So, Hank the Tank will try to tune in and do a fight companion for that. Actually, I need to use the bathroom. Hold on, guys. All right, back to the old grind. Another private chat from Kobe Wiggle. What could it be? You like my profile picture on here? Yeah, it's pretty good. Got all 4 Wiggles and vintage Wiggles colors jam out. I like the green and purple in the background. It's a nice contrast. That's a pretty good illustration, Kobe. All right, next fight. Between Juan Diaz and Juan. Between Juan and Juan. Okay? Juan versus Juan. Juan and Juan. Okay? Juan y Juan against Juan. And Juan. Juan and Juan and Juan and Juan. The Peruvian against the South Korean man. I am picking Juan Il Quan. I've been a fan of this guy for a while. He's got a lot of his knees and his body work are phenomenal. He's going to be way better here on the feet. He's got a lot of power. Tall, lanky. Let me see. Yeah, he's taller. He actually shows his reach, so it's pretty long. His only losses in one so far have been to Fabricio de Andrade, who is the current bantamweight MMA champion. So those are not bad losses to have. Everybody else he's schooled. He's really lanky. Does really good Muay Thai work and technical work to the body. Meanwhile, this Juan Diaz guy, he doesn't do a lot of wrestling. Like, his wrestling is pretty unimpressive. On the feet, he's, throwing out a lot of volume, but doesn't have a lot of power. He'll probably catch one on occasion here, but it's not going to be enough to put him away. He never just knocks somebody out. His wrestling is decent, which is the only concern here. But Juan Il Quan is decent first layer takedown defense, and even if he gets put on his back, he has decent get-up ability, so he should be able to weather the storm that Juan Diaz has on the ground, get up on occasion, and then on the feet, this just isn't close. Diaz doesn't have the power that Juan does. His output's good, but not much impact to it. Juan's actually going to be landed to the body and to the head. Guy's a fucking phenom on the feet. Dude's fucking dangerous. I think he's going to put Juan Diaz out in round 2. I think if Juan allows any room on the feet, he's going to get chinned. He's going to get caught with something. Juan is just way too dangerous to let stand on the feet for too long, and I'd predict Juan isn't going to be on the ground very long. So I think Juan's going to weather the early grilling and then knock out Diaz in round 2. And this guy's got a great promo, too. This guy's an ace on the mic, so he will be a great addition to the UFC. And then we got our very last fight here, our main event of the evening between Freddie Vidal and Liat Rodriguez. He definitely didn't wash her hands. I did wash my hands, Mailson. I did. I was in the bathroom for like a couple seconds. I just had to piss a little bit. And then I went to the sink and fucking washed my hands with soap. I did wash my hands. I was just I relieved myself quickly. That's what made up the difference there. But I was just in and out of there. But I did wash my hands afterwards. So wrong. Misinformation from the Mailson. Once again. How could you do this to me, Frailson? Making up lies and slander and defamation about Hank the Tank. I'm disgusted, honestly. How could you? I trusted you as a brother, and you treat me like this. Shame on you, my brethren. Anyway, main event time. How the fuck does Freddie Vidal have a main event after that last fiasco? Taking on Levi Rodriguez, the baby monster. The barbarian against the baby. The baby against the barbarian. And I'm going with the baby monster. I'm going with Boss Baby. Levi Rodriguez. Because just don't think Franco has the killer instinct or the power that Levi Rodriguez has. This guy fought chumps. Honestly, it looked like he almost gassed out in LFA. No, on his last stint in the Contender Series. He was just lucky he was on top. He was fucking sweating it out. Guy was fucking exhausted. Levi Rodriguez, meanwhile, is knocking out everybody in the first round. He's got one-punch power, fuck you power. And unlike Franco, who takes a little bit to get started, I think Levi Rodriguez is going to be throwing and aiming for the head with every single strike. His hands are going to be fucking locked onto the target of Frankie Vidal's head. I think he's going to put Freddie out before Freddie even has a chance to wrestle him. Like, dude's just a good fucking light heavyweight phenom that he can just catch you in 30 seconds and just put you out. The guy has a killer instinct. Because of that, I think he's going to get the knockout in round one. He will not be taken down at any point. He'll get super lucky. A classic Contender Series marauder just marauding his way to a knockout. So that is it. That is it for Hank the Tank's picks for Dana White's Contender Series Week 10. An hour and 30 minutes was this stream. I'm glad I spent every second of it. I think it was a good stream. I'm glad I got to air out a lot of dirty laundry and get a lot of this crap off my chest. It needed to be done. I hope people learn from this, not to fuck with Hank the Tank, because Hank will make you pay for it. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to make this stream. I wish I didn't have the topic of the stream didn't have to be what it was, but Uselyis gave me no choice. And he doesn't know what being an ally, he doesn't know what being a MECCA ally means. He just doesn't know. So that's his fault, and he paid for it. I won't probably discuss him ever again unless he gives me a reason to, or he apologizes, and then maybe I can redeem, sir. But he cannot redeem now. He cannot redeem, sir. Great show, Hank. Great show, Goat. Yes, sir. Well done. Thank you, Kobe Wiggle. Thank you. Yeah, I had to do what I had to do. And a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Good stream, says Charles Smith. Charles Smith. Condenado gaito. MECCA Barbra Streisand. Thank you, Charles Smith. I tried. Oh, well, yeah, that's probably going to do it, guys. I probably done for this stream. Appreciate you guys watching. I got to go get some lunch now, so going to wrap this thing up. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Hank the Tank. You have been the troopers and grinders, and you have escaped the war zone for now. And let it be that on this blessed day, Hankus the Tankus II Go Williams Jr. was able to make right with the world and the devil that had inhabited the soul of this useless filth. Be gone from this man's soul, so saith the Lord himself. I have absolved you, useless, of your sins. Be that as it may, the Lord may strike you down with great and vengeance and furious anger those who attempt and to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.